Hey guys.
It's your boy. It's your boy playing Buggo's 2. Is my microphone gonna hold up? Um, but yeah, here we go. Where were we? I put this over here. Um, 8 out of 10 extreme threat. Defensive weapon cache. Why do they bury their weapons underground? That's where we live. Alright, here we go. Like always, I want to spread my pustules first. We'll have our wasps take out this very important strategic object that's going to kill a lot of buggos if I don't. And then, of course, oh, you know what's nice? I forgot. The wasps they create their own workers when something dies. So see how they're starting to put like little, you could actually, in theory, start to grow a little colony over here. I'm just gonna do it out of curiosity. Like they could, in theory, start building pustules here. Okay, so now we're gonna do more of these buildings. Right now, I'm kind of content just attacking them with the wasps. I like what I'm seeing there. Actually, I could, in theory, I could even build a swarmer nest or a, yeah, swarmer den. In theory, that I could do that, but seeing as how our population is maxed, I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Ooh, this was that mission that was kind of hard. I remember getting stuck here for a while because they kind of had me stuck in this hallway, and I couldn't get out. I actually need to kind of get a move on what I'm doing because if they kind of trap you in here, and you just don't have enough landmass to get out, like to produce enough to get out of here, you kind of get stuck there perpetually. So you do not. Now this time I have wasps, so it may not be as big of an issue with wasps because they just solve they can crush flanks. That's like their strength is just see like all of these like built up forces that you couldn't break through before. Now you just break through them. So like they're very good at like crushing those like impossible areas. Just really helps out a lot. For those hard to reach places. Um, all the see another thing you can do to optimize your kind of attack is once your population's maxed out, you really don't need these dens in the back because they take way too long to run to the front. So what I do is I just kind of Actually, let me use this to see if I can get a breakthrough and destroy some of these production buildings right here in the back. I'm gonna try and be sneaky. I don't want to, you know, if I can destroy this stuff, it's already kind of not early game, so there's already a lot of stuff there, kind of. Actually, let's see, with all of this, I was really hoping that the workers would, when the wasp was out, I was kind of hoping they would spawn in a swarmer den right here, which would really help, but they're just not dying fast enough to produce enough of them. But we did take out two production buildings, which is very helpful. And they did take out a tank factory, so this is all like very, very good. Unfortunately, the builders, they go into like attack mode, and so they like die off. They don't build the colony. So that's kind of that's the problem with this. But that was a very successful attack. I'm very happy with that result. Because you can see here, you know, we can chew away at their base while we're not having too much success in other places. We can still have tremendous amount of success. I said all of these dens in the back, I can start to destroy them. They're not producing anything anyway. They're taking up space. They're taking population space. So we're going to go ahead and start slowly getting rid of those. Until my population starts to equalize, until like this starts to drop, and that's how you know you have a healthy balance of dying and living. Yeah, like the max, you have the max Buggo's unfielded essentially, which is what you want. It looks like we're starting to reach that kind of point where we're dying at the proper, you know, max rate. It looks like we might need to kind of gather our forces in like an area, because it looks like we're not, well, I don't know, it's hard to say. It looks like we are slowly breaking through, but just not enough. Oh yeah, we destroyed that, nice. I'm going to attempt to cave this flank right here and kind of get rid of this little built-up force. It's really hard for my Buggos to do anything. The other thing is my goo now causes damage to the people, so which is extremely helpful. Yeah, they got rocket launchers. They're not gonna let my wasps do anything. The only thing I can think of is we're just gonna have to do a frontal assault, move them over a little bit, and just go along with the Buggos. It helps because these shots that would have been fired at the Buggos are now being shot at not the Buggos, and that lets me get those hits in that are crucial to break through some points, so that's always very important. I'm actually going to do 2 more. Wasp nests. I think now we should be able to break through here. Eventually. There's like there's a lot there. There's like rocket launcher people, there's fire, and there's like a lot of advanced stuff that's making it really hard to break through. The unfortunate thing is that I don't have anything. If I could have snuck swarmers in there somehow, or my builders, and I tried with my wasp, but like I said, they auto attack, so they kind of sacrifice themselves, which isn't very helpful, actually. But it looks like we are making progress. You're seeing like very thick. We're building up very thickly here, and it looks like they are starting to cave right here. So I think it's a matter of time before we do break through. In fact, you know. It looks like we're at a point now where we can just bully our way through anything. We don't really have to be tactical anymore, so this is good. I'm going to attack here. I want to clean this up, of course. Actually, I'll use my wasps to clean up this area, and I'll use my Buggos to make sure they don't get through this hole here. I don't think I'll be able to break through here. This is way too dense of a defense point. But I just want to use my other units to kind of clean up this mess over here. And we'll just kind of slowly spread out with our workers right here. And swarmer den up in this area. We can, let's see, start picking up some more units right here. This is a production building. We want that, you know, especially with the rocket launcher people. We don't want them to stick around too much. Of course, they take such a large array. They take out so much with the rocket launcher that it's quite bad for me, quite good for them. But I did take a building out, which is always good to kind of like take out something, you know. That's just gonna really play to my strengths down the road. And I'm gonna try and take this one out here. I don't know why my workers are going everywhere but actually building my civilization. It looks like for some reason they are not they're not doing the right stuff. We're just gonna have to build more hives here, get rid of these two. Oops. I would like them to let's see, my wasps, they're kind of stuck here, I guess, and I don't know if there's enough space. I was kind of hoping they'd be able to go further outside the map, but they can't. So it looks like they're not going to do too much. In which case, if I don't have any options, if I don't have sneaky options, I just do a frontal assault. We'll kind of see how that works out. The rocket launcher people are really, they do such high area damage that it's just disgusting. And of course, yeah, this is definitely a win for me. Like I'm gonna win this, but yeah, the first time I played this map, without the wasps, I was going for heavy artillery. I was going for the Buggo artillery, which is flawed because it can only shoot within its line of sight. So if there's some barricade in the like if it's here, it can't shoot over to here if it can't see directly. So that makes it such a weaker weapon than what it used to be. That it's almost like pointless to have it. It's almost useless in every situation, and you have to keep rebuilding them to closer to the front all the time. You know, I get why they changed it up because but yeah, it was too. I just couldn't find an angle on it that would like let me use it effectively in any way. So I think wasps are actually like the way to go. This needs to be optimized a little bit. Let me nutrient that up. Like, we're gonna win anyway, but I'm just kind of... We are going to slowly crush him eventually. I promise. Alright, there we go. I think we made a breakthrough. Once a breakthrough is made, it's just a matter of time. There we go. I mean, those tanks really have a lot of armor. Mission complete. 17 minutes, 52 seconds. Humans killed 1,600, 100,000 lost Buggos. Good game. GG. Yeah, this definitely took me a lot longer the first time. And I think it's because I didn't have wasps. I think that was a big issue there. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next Buggo's mission. Well, let's look at our evolutionary points, which... I think that mission should have been 2 points for sure, but... wasps now implant their eggs into human corpses, spawning more wasps when they kill a human. Okay, let's do that one. Nice. Alright, guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.